welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Charlotte Knights taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. What do you got on him, Chris?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Okay, all set to go. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Braden Shoemake. Fastball for a strike. And away we go this afternoon. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Laureano going back. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a guy who's got decent pop.
Bieber, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable.
Batting third, the third baseman, Mike.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Mike Moustakas to hit.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And now the count is even. And there's the strike.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
Got it. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. End of a half inning of play. No score. And we're back. Our starter in this one, Jake Woodford. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
Here's Jose Ramirez.
Leading off for the Guardians, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
The line of the pitch. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. That's worth the price of admission. It's 1-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's Josh Naylor. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. So in now for Cleveland, Bo Naylor. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. And that ball is gone. A gigantic blast. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Laureano comes up to hit. No question about this one. It's out of here. A massive home run. And they tack one on the board. It's 4-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here's Andres Gimenez. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one's back there. That'll make it out of here. He shoots one out to right, and they add to the lead. It's 5-0.
Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Well struck right field, and that one hops the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. Now he launches a throw over his head. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jake Woodford is done, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Prelander Berroa into the game.
Number 73, Prelander Berroa.
Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. Laced to right center, base hit. Coming home. He'll score, and it's now a 6-run lead. Around second now, going for 3. The relay in there safely.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling, and I think he knew he was going for 3 as soon as it touched down.
So, man aboard. Here's Brian Rocchio. Hit hard, should be extra bases. In comes the run from third to add on. It's 7-0. Rocchio into second, and he's got it double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Here's the center fielder, Tanner Bybee. In the air to left center. Phillips sizes this one up, puts it away for the out.
Up next for Cleveland, the third baseman, Jose.
Let's take a look at our lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half.
Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone. Another homer. They are unloading here. Their 5th homer of the inning. It's 9-0.
Pitchers hate going against Jose Ramirez because he tends to punish the baseball. This is just the latest example of it. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
One out, base is empty. Now here is Josh Naylor. This one's smoked on its way out of here. That was blasted to the moon, and they boost their lead. It's 10-0.
No pressure on the next guy, but that's back-to-back home runs. How many are they going to hit? Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Joe Barlow takes over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Joe Barlow.
Bo Naylor getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. A solo shot, his 2nd home run of the game, and they add on. It's 11-0.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here's Ramon Laureano. He's already homered here in this one. Ripped to short. And Laureano is retired.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Right side, hard hit. That one ends the onslaught and the inning. So they explode offensively for 11 runs in the inning. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. The Guardians lead this one 11-0. Back now at Progressive Field. All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Zach Remillard. The wind and the pitch. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Naylor makes the catch, and there's one gone. Rafael Ortega stands in. Ortega, 32 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. That one just misses.
It's a good take.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. The Guardians up big in this one here at the top of the second. And the right-hander deals. Struck him out without a swing. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Kevin Pillar. And he grounds one to the right side. Jimenez. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the second. Down the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
The left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and deals. To the right side. He steps on the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, the designated hitter, Will Brennan.
And now the DH, Will Brennan. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. And that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Wastes no time there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Man at first with 1 gone. Ryan Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 13-0.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Tanner Bibee digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one down the line. Oh, and it hits the base. And no throw for some reason as he reaches first.
Now batting.
That's got to be an error.
The third baseman,
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Liner, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Number 22,
Josh Naylor digs in now. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Naylor.
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. It's 16-0.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Jimmy Lambert gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Number 58, Jimmy Lambert.
So 2 down. Ramon Laureano digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 2. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. They go back to back. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a run. It's 17-0.
Back-to-back home runs, and they keep adding to their lead. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Two outs, nobody on. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Gimenez. No question about this one. It's out of here. A monster shot to right. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 18-0.
Velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
Base is empty with 2 away. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
Man at second here with 2 away. And up next for Cleveland, Will Brennan. That's hard hit on the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. But they score 7 times to blow this thing open. We head on down to the top of the third. Cleveland's out front 18-0. On to the third inning. Now it's the DH, Brian Ramos.
Brian Ramos.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a ball popped up. Has a beat on it. Squeezes it. And there's one away.
Batting eighth, the second baseman, Alexander.
Here's the second baseman. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
The Knights with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2's the count.
Got him swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Here's Corey Lee. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Big swing and a miss.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground to third, Ramirez. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Tremendous stop right there. Impressive, but just a little tardy on the exchange, and with good speed going up the line, that cost him. Great hustle for the infield hit.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the shortstop, Braden Shoemaker. And first offering is fouled off. Lee, the runner at first with 2 gone. This ball's chopped on the ground. Jimenez tosses to first, and that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. Guardians on top, 18-0. Here in Cleveland, and now the shortstop, Ryan Rocchio.
The shortstop, Ryan Rocchio.
The right-hander back to work. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. A gigantic blast. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they tack one on the board. It's 19-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Tanner Bibee. Swing and a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
That one is absolutely belted. In one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out. So in now for Cleveland, Josh Naylor. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. He powers that one out of here. Second home run of the inning for him, and they tack on to their lead. It's 22-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Dominic Leone taking over on the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Bo Naylor will hit next. 3 for 3, and he's homered 3 times. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
You know, these Guardians putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never
drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And in one hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
He was all over that one. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Ramon Laureano now at the plate. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. A massive home run. His 3rd home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 24-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And up next for Cleveland, Andres Gimenez. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Stepping in, Stephen Kwan. Rips that one to right. One down.
Up next for Cleveland, the designated hitter, Will Brennan.
Man at first, Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. Outfield playing pretty shallow. That one ripped right center field. See you later. A 2-run shot. Make that 4 homers in the inning. It's 26-0.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and
now on the bump, Ryan Shaw
gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
So 1 out, nobody on. Ryan Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. 3 for 3. He's got a double and a pair of home runs. And that one hammered. That's carrying. It has the distance gone. Another one. Back-to-back homers. That's his 3rd home run of the game. It's 27-0.
one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Now a chance for Tanner Bibee. Swung on, belted. Pilar raging back towards the wall, and it's off the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw, and he's into second with a double. And man, just shy of a homer on that one.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
There's a swing and a drive. And gone. Another homer. His third home run of the game. It's 29-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
One down. And here's the first baseman, Josh Naylor. That one ripped. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a double. Fourth hit of the night for him.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor, and a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance. At least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Clobbered to right field, way back, gone.
This is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
1 out, base is empty. And the batter now, Ramon Laureano. That one fouled off. The Guardians up big in this one here in the last half of the third. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone.
This is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
And now it's going to be Andres Gimenez. That one hammered center field. Phillips ranging back. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
Now batting.
Outstanding
The
catch
left
right
fielder,
there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
The 0-1. The rope into right, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today. Man in scoring position with 2 away. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. Swung on, rip, and this one could be extra bases. He's got a shot at this. Throws to second, but he's in there easily. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So 2 on with 2 away. Stepping up for the Guardians, Ryan Rocchio. 4 out of 4 with a double, and he's homered 3 times. Liner, and that should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score, and the lead continues to grow. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Everything came together for him. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
So in now for Cleveland, Tanner Bibee. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Phillips makes a nice running catch. New inning getting
Leading off
started.
for
Digging
Shelton,
in, it's the speedy
the center
outfielder
fielder,
Brett
number 1.
Phillips.
Brett
I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
And he takes a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
And that one is lifted in the air on the move to the gap. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Mike Moustakas.
At the plate, Mike Moustakas struck out looking in his first at bat. In the air to left down the line. Kwan settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Zach
And next will be the cleanup hitter,
Remillard.
Zach Remillard. Popped out and fouled ground first time through. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
The throw to first. That ends the frame. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Pitching change here, number 70.
Number
They know
70,
that he can get
Alex
a right-hander out,
Speed.
but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
So the batting
Leading
order
off
turns over.
for the
Down the third
Guardians,
baseman, Jose
the third
Ramirez.
baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Pitch. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
All over that one right there. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
And the batter now, Josh Naylor. That one ripped. And it's gone.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal, Boog. I mean, this is an all-time performance right here. 5 home runs in a single game. Are you kidding me? This is something we're never going to forget. A performance that clearly will go down in history as one of the best ever. And I'm just in awe of what we've seen. And he's getting a standing O for me right now.
So up next, Ramon Laureano. Now a blast to left center. Way back there. On its way. Out of here.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal, Boog. I mean, this is an all-time performance right here. 5 home runs in a single game. Are you kidding me? This is something we're never going to forget. A performance that clearly will go down in history as one of the best ever. And I'm just in awe of what we've seen. And he's getting a standing O for me right now.
So digging in, Andres Jimenez. Into center. Phillips moving under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Steven.
Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from. And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Will Brennan. And first offering is fouled off. Liner caught at second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Brian Rocchio. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 away with nobody on. And up next for Cleveland, Tanner Bibee. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. This one smacked out to left center. And that's a base hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
And now Jose Ramirez hauls it in to end the inning. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. Back here in Cleveland, we go to the top of the 5th. And now the right fielder, Rafael Ortega.
Rafael Ortega.
Bieber back to work. Foul ball there.
You know, this group of hitters just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
The wide to kick the pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Left-hand batter waits. Battling here as he fouls it away. The pitch. That one hit to right. Laureano trying to get there. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Kevin.
Now the left fielder, Kevin Pillar. Grounded out his first time. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Pillar, 35 years old, usually in center field, but today starting in left. Late on that fastball.
One thing I always felt if I played left field instead of center field was that the ball gets out there to you pretty quick, and the most important play is that ball down the left field line, getting to it, cutting it off, making a strong throw to keep that single instead of turning it into a double.
Struck him out looking. Two outs, base is empty. Ryan Ramos getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Breaking ball clips the corner. That's a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
The 0-2. On the ground, out to short. Toss to Naylor. Third out, and that ends the frame. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Jesse
Number
Chavez.
60, Jesse Chavez.
So digging in, Josh
Leading
Naylor.
off for the Guardians, the first baseman, Naylor.
And he deals. Out towards right center. That's well struck. It's a ball.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Takes it in for the out.
The right fielder, number 10, Ramon.
Now it's the right fielder, Ramon Laureano. Ripped to third. Moustakas whips it to first. And Laureano is retired.
Now batting, second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Andres Jimenez. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Phillips going back, pulls it in on the warning track. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. 5 innings complete. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, number 37.
Alexander Womack.
Bieber back to work. Swing and a miss, strike one.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here. It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him looking, that's a strikeout.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. This one popped up. Naylor gets under it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Braden Shoemaker.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the shortstop, Braden Shoemaker. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering is in for a strike. The Knights with a lot of ground to make up, and we're the top half of the 6th. Bounce to the right side. Slings to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. Back now at Progressive Field. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth. And leading off the bottom of the sixth, Stephen Quad. And a pitch. That one ripped. That's back there. Say goodbye to that one.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So in now for Cleveland, Will Brennan. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. And that ball is out of here.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Brian Rocchio. 4 out of 4 with 4 homers. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Throw is high and over his head. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now the center fielder, Tanner Bybee. There's a line drive to left field. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's one away.
Up next for Cleveland, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. Boots it. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
Now batting, first baseman, Josh Naylor.
Now the number 2 hitter, Josh Naylor, trying to do what no player has ever done at this level. He's looking for his 5th homer of the game.
I never thought I'd see this moment. I mean, this is unbelievable. This guy gets a chance to hit his 5th home run. Whether he does it or not, this next at bat's a pretty special one.
And a base hit knocks in a run. So first and second with one man gone. Now it's going to be Bo Naylor. And first offering is fouled off. Righty delivers. Base hit. They're waving Ramirez home. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. The tag out. He can't scramble back in time.
The right fielder, number 10.
So first and second with 2 outs. Ramon Laureano digs in for the Guardians. Left field, way back there. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. 1 run is in. Now the throw comes in. The runner holds at third.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Now batting.
So up next, Andres Jimenez. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away. So digging in, Stephen Kwan. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. 7th inning coming up. Back after this on the show. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the center fielder, Brett Phillips. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Sizing this one up. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Digging in, Mike Moustakas.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
Right through there for a strike.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Fastball in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Naylor gets under it. Makes the grab for the second out.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout?
No, I'm not that cruel, but someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
Remillard stands in now and watches strike 1. That's in there, and the count is 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Matt Foster.
Matt Foster.
And now the DH, Will Brennan. Outfield playing pretty shallow.
The designated hitter, Will Brennan.
The pitch. Now a screamer into the outfield. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
The batter number 4, shortstop, Ryan.
And up next for Cleveland, Ryan Rocchio. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 1 out, nobody on. Stepping up for the Guardians, Tanner Bibee. Right field, down the line, and that one slices foul. One run across in the frame so far. Here, the bottom of the 7th. In the air, left side. And there's 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Jose Ramirez. That one ripped. And out of here.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 down, and now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Swinging a laser off the bat. This looks like extra bases, and now let's see if he goes for it. And he's got a double. And here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. On the ground. And foul ball. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Ramon Laureano. Bounced up the middle, slides for the stop, gathers and throws, and very nicely done for the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the 8th, and now the right fielder, Rafael Ortega. And here it comes. That one catches the zone. It's 0-1. Kicks and fires. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Right side, Naylor. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Brian Ramos. This one popped up, foul ground first base side. And that's a foul ball. And a swing and a miss.
No, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Here in Cleveland, out of the bottom of the 8th, here's the second baseman, Andres Gimenez. And the right-hander back to work. That one ripped. That's bad. Banks off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Boog, I know you love the slug. Well, slugging percentage is on the rise in this one. That's his 3rd extra base hit of the game. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Next to hit, Stephen Kwan. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around third. He's safe.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now Will Brennan. Swing, and that ball is blasted. That one on its way, and it is gone. A home run, and that's the cycle.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ryan Rocchio. Line drive, base hit.
I mean, come on, have a game. Didn't get cheated on that swing and squared it up perfectly. Came off the bat at 111, and when that's the case, the odds are very much in your favor as a hitter.
So man aboard, and now the center fielder, Tanner Bybee. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Man at first. Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. That one is gone.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Josh Naylor, the next to hit. That's hard hit on the line. Bangs off the wall. Now he turns and heads for second. And that's a two-bagger.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Man at second with one away. Bo Naylor digs in now. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Pilar going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track.
The right fielder, number 10, Ramon Laureano.
Ramon Laureano will hit next. That's out to center field. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, number 37.
Alexander Womack.
Bieber back to work. And a foul ball. Puts it in the air out towards left center. On the move to the alley. And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Corey Lee. And it's fouled away. Right-hander kick steals. Foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
So they're down to their final out. Now here is Braden Shoemake. And that one pulled foul.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that'll do it. The Guardians slug their way to a win in this one.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that he gave up, because when you look at the body of work, so dominant, if he'd have made just one better pitch, perhaps he'd have a no-hitter.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. We'll see you soon.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.